It's Steve and Laura time. Let's go. He called her angel toes, though. Steve, what you know about Laura's toes, huh?
I'm busy, Steve.
All work and no lie more makes Laura a dull girl.
True.
Poor boo.
Thanks. Poor goodbye.
Lord, she said poor. I don't know why Lord cracks me up so, but I think she just says stuff that other people wouldn't say.
Hey, Laura, ever since you declared your love for me, I've been the happiest carbon-based multi-cell life form this side of the Milky Way.
Tell her, Steve. Tell her.
Steve,
Tell her.
I did not declare my love for you. When you started seeing Myra, you stopped coming over here. And amazingly, I sort of missed you. But only as a friend.
Oh, my dear Lord, my dear Lord. Are we going to make a mistake? I'm trying to speak in the New King James, in the King James version. Lord, are we most going to? Okay, let me quit. Come on, man. Look, what Laura does not realize, but Steve does. What Laura did. This is Laura Winslow. Okay, does not wear her heart on her sleeve. The fact that she's sitting at Steve didn't even see this. Think about this. Laura's sitting at the table, got the cake in front of her, looking good. You know, didn't even eat any of the cake. She got a sad face. You know, then called Steve over, right? Steve didn't come over for 2 days and then clocked him. You know, clocked him on it like, Steve, I called you. That was 2 days ago. You didn't come over. Steve sees all this stuff. And then you added to the fact that she said that she missed him. So Steve is understanding that what Laura is communicating to Steve is love. The problem is Laura don't know it.
You know, friendship is the first step to love.
It absolutely is. Talk to her, Steve. Talk to her.
You know what comes next?
A restraining order.
Lord, it's too late for that, girl. You too deep in now. It's too late. You should have did that years ago if you was going to do that, girl. It's too late now. You missed out.
Actually, I was thinking we could start a dating.
Okay. Keep going, Steve.
Well, don't say yes yet.
Wait. Did you see Laura's face? She said we should start a dating. Laura said each other. And Steve said, don't say yes yet. Wait a minute. Steve, did you look at her face? She didn't have a yes in her face, in her mouth, in her back pocket. He said, don't say yes. Oh, I love these two.
Let me woo you first. And woo I will. I'm gonna woo you like no one's been wooed since the dawn of woodom. Hit it, boys!
Laura looking like what? He going all out. Come on, Steve. Hey. Yeah, that's all for you, Laura. That's all for you, girl. Steve, get it, Steve. Get it, Steve. Hey, you got the jazz version of Get Your Groove On. Got to get your groove on. Get it, Steve. Yeah. Just a peep game on this real quick. Do you see why Steve is doing this? Steve is doing this because he is fully convinced, okay? He has been fully convinced in his spirit, man. No, okay, let me stop. But he has been fully understands now Laura loves him. He is convinced of it. He doesn't know to what capacity. He doesn't know what that would lead to, but he knows that. So this is why he's going and doing this. But something I really want people to see is, do you see the joy that's on Steve's face? Steve is happier pursuing Laura, knowing that there may be a no attached to it, than him being with Myra where there is a yes attached to it. Peep game on that. He is actually happier. He's more joyful. And why? Because Laura is really who he's supposed to be with. So when he's going and pursuing Laura, he's pursuing his destiny. He's bringing his vision to life. You know what I'm saying? Myra, like I said before, is a beautiful distraction. But there's just gonna be a lack of fulfillment there because that's not who he's supposed to be with. So I just want people to see that. Look at what he's doing right. Steve is dancing, grooving, all this type of stuff. In pursuit of Laura, knowing that at the possibility at the end of this, he may get a no. But he has more joy and happiness in Laura's no's than he does in Myra's yeses. Look at him. Look at him. Just look at how happy he is. Look. Laura's looking overwhelmed. Just look. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Look at how happy he is. I'm telling you, Steve is more fulfilled in pursuing Laura and getting no's than he is being with Myra and getting yes. This is prime example. Look at Laura. Look at Laura. You went all out on this one though, Steve. I got to give you props on this. Steve. Look at Laura. That's all for you, girl. That's all for you. I got to give you props there, Steve.
So the question is, sweet cheeks.
Uh-huh. Look at Lord. Oh, Lord, this is all for you, girl. This is all for you. Don't even look backwards.
Will you go out with me?
No. Steve, this is so sweet. I'm really touched.
Mm-hmm. You are?
Yeah. Now get him out of here.
Now get him out of here. Steve is a silly man, boy. I tell you later. Jazz version. Gotta get your groove. Gotta get your groove. Oh gosh. Carl's like, what is going down in my house? Oh, Steve pulling all the stops for your daughter, Carl. That's what's going down. Yeah.
I don't want to know.
No, you don't right now. Out to people, put you on game, you know what I'm saying? Is that these things, Steve has not figured out yet that these things don't woo Laura. She was honest with him. She said, this was sweet. I was really touched. And I get him out of here with her little beautiful smile. But Laura does not need that. She doesn't need all that. I started to see like, wow, Steve really is kind of a good guy. Whose shoulders did she cry on when, her and Ted broke up? So these are the things that is causing Laura to grow more in love with Steve. It's not these type of things. Laura does not need that. Laura is very, very low maintenance. She's very low maintenance. She does not need all this, but just look at the joy on Steve's face. And this is another thing, man. I just got to just say, with Kelly and Jaleel, like I said before, they do such a good job of subtleties. I don't know who taught them that, to do it, to be able to have those down so young, the subtleties that sell you. What you see with Steve, the Jalil's doing as Steve, it's the subtleties. It's the way he looks at Laura. It's the way Laura looks at him. It's the joy that, that he has in his face. It's the comfort that Laura has when she's around Steve. It's all these different things, but the main thing to look at is that, what I want people to take away from this, and I tell myself this as well, is that we deserve happiness. People say, why would Steve be with Laura instead of Myra? And it's like, because Laura makes him happy. Myra does not make Steve happy. Myra is a patty pie and comfort, and what we have to understand is our happiness may not come in that place of comfort. It may not come in that option. It may come in the harder option. It may be the harder route, but it brings us more joy and it brings us more happiness. And we are worthy of that. And the reality of it is Steve deserves happiness. Laura deserves happiness. Myra deserves happiness. It's just not going to come from him. Because, but there's this other scripture that came to my mind, and it's Psalms 126:5. And there's a little thing afterwards, but I'll just read it. It says, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. Right. And so you go to break down the scripture a little bit here. And so it says, the people who make a few sacrifices will receive lifelong happiness and good health. Basically saying that eventually your sacrifices will be worth it. Right. So you're not sacrificing in comfort. You're not sacrificing. You're sacrificing outside of comfort. And that's what it is with Steve and Laura. And this is an area where they make each other better. And one of the vows, it depends. Some people, make their own vows or whatever. But, for better or for worse, Steve and Laura are already putting that into practice. For better or for worse. You see what I'm saying? So they already have a major element, component, however you want to look at it, to marriage. And they're still in this friendship stage. Yeah, man. Anyway, love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.